Welcome to the map Erwin Layer in BFME2, the rise of the Witch King in a great matchup between great players. We have the orange Goblin player RotWK versus the blue Man of the West player Irby. So it's Aragorn versus Gorkil the Goblin King, it's Izok versus Faramir, and it's Gandalf versus Dragolf the Dragon Lord. Man player opening with 2 farms, and his opponent going for 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave. No, into the Spider Pit actually. So he's gonna go for the Spiderling action. We like those. And what is the plan of the Man of the West player? He's gonna build up the barracks as the first production building. That's a pretty standard build order, as he's gonna build the 3rd farm right after. Okay, so what is the plan? The plan is, of course, to build stuff that is able to counter the enemy units. So the Spiderlings will be great for harassment, but they are not a real great fighter. So they can be used potentially for fighting the soldiers, but most importantly to counter the enemy Knights of Gondor, and also to pressure the farms over and over again. And also gives you the potential to invest 500 into the rank 2, so you can recruit the Goblin Spider Riders. And archers are gonna counter in exchange again the Spiderlings, which are vulnerable against archer damage. So it's pretty much doing what you are supposed to do to counter the enemy units. We will have the Rohan Spearmen now joining the battlefield. They're gonna be going immediately into the creep at the bottom right side. That's gonna be easy creeping action for the Man of the West player without any problems. Pikemen in this game are ultra strong. For me personally, Pikemen are potentially the best unit in the game. They have not many counters, they are incredibly durable. And they can also deal a lot of damage to creeps, to monsters, and to heroes at the same time. Easy creeping. Boom, boom, boom. And it's down. So the Goblin Cave number 1 is going to be built up. Goblins are a spammy faction, so we might see even a secondary Goblin Cave, 3rd Goblin Cave, 4 Goblin Caves, just to spam the entire map with Goblin Warriors. And I'm assuming that's going to be the 2nd Goblin Cave. Yes, sir. And every 30 seconds, you will be able to bring more and more Swordmen of Goblins. For 90 resources only, they are very cheap, but also not very strong. Spiderlings will be used for harassment. They are super mobile, by the way. They are hard to be caught. The Spiderlings. Shelob's children. But sending them one by one is gonna be not super effective. They don't deal too much damage to the farm, so if you send them 2 by 2, you can destroy the farm way easier, and your harassment is gonna be way more significant. In the meantime though, the Man of the West player is creeping the entire map pretty much uncontested with the Spearman and Soldier. That might be also used for the first push. War Chant available, and also Rallying Call available for the Man of the West. Archer, Pikeman, and Swordman, all your heart desires. We have 1 out of a kind, 1 out of every unit of the infantry faction. Infantry units, I mean. So again, you can see the situation what I was talking about. You can damage the building, but you cannot finish it off. Just because you have only 1 Spiderlings, you should actually at least have like 2 or maybe even 3, so you can burst through them way faster. And that's gonna be the first push of the Man of the West player. This is gonna be kind of difficult to defend. All you gotta do is pay attention to your archers, don't lose them. And with the pikemen in front of them, they will be protected. And that's gonna be the Goblin Cave, not Goblin Cave, the tunnel number 1, targeted by the Man of the West player. It looks like it's gonna go down. Big fights. I'm assuming the Man of the West player is still winning this game though, this fight though. But remember, the amount of stuff the Goblin player has to invest into defending such a push is kind of immense. And before he was able to finish this push, more archers are coming now from the other side. Spiderlings, like mentioned before, are super vulnerable against archer damage. And that's a big W there for the Man of the West faction player. Enemy! And during all this time, the Man of the West is pretty much untouched. He can expand, he can get more command points, more resources, because he's able to bring the fight to the Goblin player. Goblins are super snowball faction, but if you are in this turtle situation, it will be hard to break through the forces of your opponent and go for a counter push, because you will lose so many units during the defense that after the defense you will have not many healthy units to actually go for a counter push. More spiderlings have been recruited. The map is looking great for the Man of the West faction player. He's gonna creep also this ward layer at the top side, in the middle. He didn't creep the troll though, at the bottom side. Archer range level 1, stable level 1, and also barracks level 1. So we will have all the tier 1 units coming very soon. And in this case we are talking about the soldiers of Gondor, the spearmen of Rohan, the Gondor archers, and of course the Gondor knights. But later on, when you invest into the barracks, into the stable, and also into the archer range, you can recruit rangers, Rohirrim warriors, and of course also the tower guards from Gondor, which are much better pikemen compared to the Rohan spearmen. And you know, these players are OG players. They are playing this game for many years. They know what they do. So making mistakes against each other, there will be a big punishment if you do that. I like the positioning of the Man of the West faction player. He's doing a good job there. And the push will begin. The knights will make the difference. Goblins are super bad when it comes to fight against cavalry. They have no proper pikemen. There comes the big rallying call, and it's going to be a huge push from the Man of the West faction player. Goblin is not prepared to defend such a big push. And even if he defends that, he will lose a lot of stuff in exchange. The production buildings or the resource buildings will suffer a lot of damage. And Goblins are trying their best to defend. Big push incoming. Come on, you see reds? It's a very important tunnel going down just like that. Fissure level 1, Goblin Cave level 1, Spider Pit only level 1. So you need to invest into the Spider Pit to recruit the Spider Riders. The Man faction player has no pikemen around this location. So imagine you had like one. Now he's going for it, but it might be a little bit too late. The Goblin archers though are also untouched behind the half-troll pikemen. That's great. But the Knights of Gondor are going to be used for pressuring. Spiderlings are entering now. And the Knights will have to retreat because they are war-chanted the Spiderlings in a 2v2 situation with war-chant against no rallying call. Spiderlings should be able to win. And it's a great defense actually. But you know, defending all alone won't win you the game, bro. You need to always put some pressure in exchange. And all of these resource buildings are level 2 now. He's going for the marketplace. He's gonna grow rich. And Goblins are only in a defensive loop situation. And Goblin player RotWK has to find a way to break through this. And this has to be done as soon as possible. Grand Harvest is going to be captured, purchased. It's a 12% increase resource income from the farms, but that's great still, you know. We have also the first hero. That's going to be Azog, the Goblin hero. He's going to enter the tunnel. Get in there, Azog. And he will be getting out maybe from this tunnel over there. There comes the third power point, which costs 5 from the spellbook of the Goblins, the Tainted Land. Remember, the Man faction player can't cover this. Man has no land. That sounds wrong, but it's just the truth. Man is landless. Eoma has been recruited. A very cheap but super effective hero. Definitely can, you know, have a great return of investment with the Pillage, Outlaw Leadership, level 4. You get so much money. And has leadership with rank 1. So the Horse Lord will make those Knights of Gondor deal more damage, which is great. The tunnel is going to be destroyed. And Azog was able to get away though. Barely, only 1 HP remaining. But 1 HP is all you need. But level 3 for the Goblin hero. Level 4 will unlock the Great Battle Rage, which makes him to a very strong duelist. Tunnel has no protection, will go down. The Knights and Eoma are paying off. They are doing a phenomenal job, you know, pressuring, harassing very nicely, putting Goblins super behind. It's all about to be command points kept, and that's gonna be a Hobbit summon into the big rallying call. Yes, sir. Can he defend this, though? Can he defend this? Does he have anything to defend this? He has no power points. He cannot go for the Vibrant of the Unland Summon. That's a big push, which will be incredibly difficult to defend without taking too much damage. And he's gonna take too much damage indeed. Goblin Keep is gonna be destroyed. The Fissure is gonna be destroyed. And also he's committing on the Spider Pit level 2. There comes the War Chant on the Goblin army. We have the Marauders. And can they defend the Spider Pit level 2? It looks like they can. Eoma is all about to be getting killed. Can he get away? The Hortler of Rohan. It looks like... Oh my god, he's poisoned. Hold on a second.
Our people will need us.
Oh my god, he's safe actually. He's safe. And the damage is kind of crazy, but I think he will be able to defend thanks to the Goblin Archers. They are not dealing burst damage, but they are dealing consistent DPS. And the Hobbits will go down. Samwise Gamgee is diving in. The Fat Hobbit will go down. Oh, now the punishment though. He has no pikemen, and that's what I was talking about. The Spider Riders. Great trample. Back off, back up, back up, back up. Okay, nice. He was able to get away without taking too much damage. The Spider Layer expansion also protecting the structures around the fortress quite nicely. And for now, the Goblin player is able to drive his opponent back one more time. We have Eoma, barely was able to survive. He's gonna build the well for the faster regeneration. 550 command points for Goblins, 875 for Irvi, the Man of the West player. He has collected 7 power points on top of the Hobbit summon, so he's way closer to the 15 spike compared to his opponent.
Archer battalion standing by.
Azog, all about to hit level 4. Here you want to make sure to kill the Rohan Spearmen. They are not super tanky, you can kill them. And once you clean them up, your Spider Riders can come in clutch. And then trample the Swordmen and the Archers quite easily. The creep has been taken by men, capturing the signal fire for more vision control. Vision control is actually good against Goblin faction. That's a huge gathering of the infantry army from the Man of the West faction. And Goblins have also a decent amount of army. The Spider Riders can also be a range unit, but their damage output is not going to be that great. But, you know, quantity has a quality on its own. So the more you have, the more consistent DPS you will get on the table. And the faster you can break through the armor of the Spearmen of Rohan. Eoma's Spear Throw can be actually quite decent against Spider Riders too. It deals splash damage in this game, so it can hit and will hit more than one target only. Fissure has to be rebuilt. If you don't destroy the rubble of the structure, it will rebuild itself without you having to invest money into that. And that's gonna be a big push incoming. Plenty of Spider Riders are coming from the top side. After all, Swordmen too, which are immune to trample, by the way. They are not too bad against against Gondor Knights, because they cannot be trampled down. The same also goes for the Marauders, which is not the best thing ever. Big fight. Spear throw. Azog, level 4, but he's face tanking a lot. Needs to be careful. Beautiful trample with the Spider Riders. And Tom Bombadillo has been special summoned, boys. He's looking. He won't get the chance to use the Sonic Song. The Knights of Gondor are approaching. Ooh, what a beautiful trample from the Spider Riders, actually. Super well done. Tom Bombadil didn't really pay off here, by the way. Couldn't do too much about this situation. He's super tanky, so you trying to kill him is gonna be a lot of resources, army, and also time investment. Oh, but we have the Grey Wizard. That has to be good for something. Gandalf the Grey approaches. He's not welcome. Late is the hour. Eoma, in order to be able to mount with Gandalf in Rise of the Witch King, you need to be at least rank 4. And on foot, he's not super fast either. So he will unlock his true strength when he unlocks the level 5, which will enable the passive, and he's gonna turn into the Gandalf the White. Gandalf the White with rank 5 will give you 25% faster recharge on your power points, on your abilities, and also units close to you will become invulnerable against fear. But you need to be level 4 first before you can mount the Shadow of X. However, against a clumped army with one Wizard Blast, you can actually get a lot of experience. Azog is committing now with the Great Battle Rage. Azog is diving in. Maybe you want to target the Wizard, but there is too much. Now also quality army with the Rangers and Tower Guards. So the army is not a tier 1 army anymore. Azog is diving in a little bit too deep, in my opinion. He's gonna get surrounded by the Tower Guards, taking a lot of damage. Gandalf is looking for a chance. Kaboom! On your face, son. Immediately from rank 1 to rank 3, he's gonna use the bubble, and there comes the lightning sword. I'm a servant of the secret fire, the wielder of the flame of Arnor. Dark fire will not avail you, Goblin player major effects. Ooh, he got so much experience, almost got level 5 as he also killed Azog. It's dope. Now he's finally able to mount his Shadow of X and be fast, and he can ride with the Knights of Gondor and with Eomer. There comes the Hobbit summon. Oh, that's gonna be big push. Never mind. There comes the Watcher. Watch out where you step on, boy. And half of the army will get slaughtered in a second. That's a 15 power point investment from Major Effects, the Goblin player. Somebody help him. Gandalf has to be careful. Aragorn also has been recruited. The grandpa and the daddy side by side. He's gonna get in safety. The builder. Ooh, the poison, but he's safe, he's safe. There comes the big heal. Aragorn is rank 1. In the worst case scenario, Aragorn also can use the Attilas to heal up the Gandalf a little bit. That's a lot of sustain for the Man of the West faction with Aragorn being around them. 1000 command points for man, by the way. He's super rich. But also 950 command points available for Major Effects. That's also not too bad. Now, like mentioned before, Gandalf is riding with the Knights of Gondor and Eomer. Now we've also some Rohirrim coming from the stable level 2. That's beautiful. And very soon he's going to be rank 5 if he gets the experience share here, which he will get. Now he's going to turn into the Gandalf the White, as you can see and tell. Azog is diving in. They are focusing on Aragorn. God killed the Goblin King and Azog side by side. Aragorn is going to just back up without any problems. They should not be able to kill him. There is too much protection around Aragorn, and the Rohirrim and Eomer plus Gandalf will make sure that Aragorn will die, actually. Will be taken down by God Kill the Goblin King and Azog. They are faster than Aragorn. Aragorn is not super fast. He was only level 1. He couldn't even use the Blade Master. There comes the Lightning Sword for the revenge. He's gonna kill. The Lightning Sword actually doesn't last forever. How many? The damage output, it's only 11 balls. So over here, Azog crying. Azog will actually get in safety. Can he enter the mineshaft in time? The tunnel? Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Gandalf. He did. You know what would be dope? If we would get the chance to see Gandalf level 10 in this game, boys. I missed the Gandalf level 10 action in Rise of the Witch King. Something we definitely don't see, often at all. Maybe 1 out of 1000 games that's gonna happen. That's why it's so special and rare. Follow me. Blast them, Gandalf. Blast them. Huge army of Men of the West. Fire arrows, purchase on these Rangers, Tower Guards. This army is looking and smelling for quality. For Gondor, for the White City. Heavy armor purchase. That's gonna make them so durable, so tanky. There comes the Cloud Break for the stun. You stun him, I blast him. There comes the kaboom, sun on your face. Rank 6 unlocked for the White Rider Mithrandir. Azog healing up slowly but surely to full. Gandalf is just now cooked. He has all abilities besides Word of Power unavailable. That means in rotation with the Lightning Sword, Blast and Easter Delight, he can actually make sure that he's always going to be participating in all of these epic battles and also leveling up slowly but surely to the spike of unlocking the Word of Power. Huge army of Tower Guards though. The most sexy unit in the entire game. We have some Michael Jordans over there. Throw the ball. Not dealing any damage though, just able to knock them down. They have heavy armor, they are so tanky. Gandalf is almost level 7, that's great. Goblins are in loop defensive simulation. But they have actually 10 power points collected. Izok is coming. Ooh, the blast one more time. Level 7 Gandalf, that's beautiful. What is this giant doing over there actually? Solo. Scorpion King. E-Study will be one-shotting the giant without any problems. Level 7.5. In order to stop this guy, you need to get Gorkill the Goblin King to level 6. The Poison Singer will deal good damage, but also cripple him, so he can't move for a bit. Builder is gonna get in safety, barely. That's great. Huge army there, by the way. That's massive army. Like, you can see what I'm talking about. The giant is able to knock them down continuously, but it's just not enough. You need the Watcher. 20 power points for Irby, the man of the best player. He's also leading in the power points department, and as expected, he has so much money. He has 5,000 in the bank. Lightning Sword will be used on the giant. Giant is gonna fist fight. Kaboom! I like the death animation of this giant, by the way. It looks just dope.
What? Get out of here.
Oh, be careful there. Gorkill, what are you doing? There comes the Weapon of Darlin summon into the War Chant, but Tom Bombadil will be summoned in exchange to counter the summon. There comes the Arrow Volley. Beautiful hit. But did no damage, actually. Did absolutely no damage. There was not even the arrow volley, that was actually from the same rangers, the long shot. I was wondering why it dealt no damage to the Gondor troops. Okay, Gandalf is level 8 though. 2 more levels, boys. Can he get it though? Can he get it? What do you think? Will he get the rank 10? Will we be able to see the Word of Power in this game? Gandalf rides the Goblin Town. Beautiful blast one more time. The amount of experience he now needs to unlock the level 10 is going to be huge. So he will need a lot of experience. He needs to kill a lot of stuff. The giants, E-Study will be used. Blinked my eyes. And kaboom. Fall on the ground, son. 18 power points for Goblins and 20 power points for Irby, the man of the best player. He's gonna be very close to the 25. Which will he go for? I think Earthquake in this situation would be the best choice, because look at the lineup. You basically place the center of the Earthquake on the fortress, and then you will damage the fortress big time, destroy all the expansions around the fortress, and also all the structures close to the fortress will be taken down as well. The Earthquake against a campy opponent will be the best thing you can do. And Blast, level 9, but holy moly, Izok actually hitting like a truck, dealing hella damage to Gandalf. Almost was able to one-shot him. 24 power points versus 20, so it's pretty close. Remember, the Goblin faction is the best 25 power point summons in the game. You can summon the Balrog and also the Dragon. Both of them are super devastating and extremely powerful. The Dragon here, imagine this, one Breath Fire and you can destroy all of these 3 structures. And then you can destroy this, and then you can go over and destroy this level 3, this level 3. And long story short, the Dragon or the Balrog can actually be used to change the outcome of the game. Over here! Woohoo! It's so funny actually. Throw rocks, bro. Kaboom! It just deals no damage. Blast one more time. Oh my god, he's getting close. 3/4 of a level needed. I think he will get it, boys. He has to get it. Use lightning sword. It's on cooldown. It's a huge cooldown, by the way. 2 minutes cooldown. 45 seconds cooldown for the blast. There comes the lightning sword. Mifrandia. Getting a lot of experience. Come on now, Gandalf. You can do it. Blast. The Gandalf show. The Gandalf show. Those little spiderlings are dealing so much damage to him though. Blast him. Oh my god. Okay, we have 29 power points for Irby. 29. He has now the power points to get his Earthquake from the spellbook. And his opponent is also ultra close to his own 25, which will potentially lead into Balrog. Can he get it though? Only half a level of power points needed. Gandalf is coming, stun and blast. Oh, he can't blast, it's on cooldown. Oh my god, this is a long cooldown, by the way. Blast him now, you can do it. Kaboom! And voila, boys. Vamos! Level 10 Gandalf unlocked. Beautiful. Word of Power unlocked. Earthquake chosen from the spellbook. And Goblins still need a quarter of power points. I want to see the Earthquake damage, by the way. I hope he's going to use it on this spot. Then you can see how devastating it will become. There comes the Hobbits. I mean, plenty of Rohirrim with Forge Blades and heavy armor. Rallying Call is going to be used. And there comes the Earthquake technology. And like mentioned before, all the expansions are gone. Hella damage dealt to the fortress. Can he get the 25 power points? Can he get it? The Watcher is going to be used for the defense. Big commitment on the fortress. The Watcher is knocking them down, but it can't kill him. You shall not pass, son. Come on, you can do it. Just a little bit more. Get Balrog, whip the Gandalf, just like in the films. Do it. Come on. You remember, if you lose the fortress, he picked it, but he cannot use it anymore. Because he lost the fortress. Oh, that's unlucky. That is so unlucky, boys. I mean, what a domination by the Man of the West player. A very great game. I love to see Gandalf level 10. Blast him. Gore kill the Goblin King, taking down the Wizard. Just before the game ends, he's showing that he's the true king of the Goblin Town. Down to Goblin Town. Down to Goblin Town. But Measure of X is going to be the one who's going to go down to the Goblin Town. GG. Well played. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. I will see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself. Keep hitting like a truck. And as always, stay beyond standards. Peace out, boys.